Hello, grade 9. Welcome. Let's review for the first summative examination. In this session, we'll go over the important concepts, answer practice questions, and share helpful exam tips to boost your confidence. So get your notebook, prepare your pen, and let's get started. Good luck and let's aim for an excellent scores. So ito yung mga possible question, okay, na possible lumabas sa exam and hopefully kahit hindi ito yung eksaktong tanong, makakuha tayo ng mga ideas, okay, kung ano po yung ating isasagot sa exam. Okay, so this is the overview of our first summative examination. In this unit, students will explore the fundamental principles of the force, motion, and energy through Newton's three laws of motion. They will investigate how forces affect an object's motion, examine the relationship among force, mass, and acceleration, and identify action-reaction force pairs in everyday situations. Using force diagrams, students will also learn the basics of electricity by understanding that electric current is the flow of electrons, recognizing the importance of electrical safety, and exploring simple electrical circuits and electromagnetic waves through observation, investigations, and data interpretations. Okay, so for our first question, napaka-dali naman. Newton's first law of motion is commonly called the law of A. Gravitation, B. Inertia, C. Acceleration, and D. Momentum. Okay, the correct answer here is napakadali. It's inertia, no? The law of inertia. Ayan. So, hopefully, kasi ito yung ating pinaka-first topic. Ano? Which statement best describes inertia? Ano ba yung inertia? The tendency of an object to speed up continuously, the tendency of an object to remain at rest or continue moving at constant velocity unless acted upon by a net force, or C, the force that pulls object toward the earth. D, the ability of an object to change direction automatically. Okay, so hindi naman letter N, no? Tendency of an object to speed up. Ano yun? Nag-accelerate? Hindi. Okay, tendency of an object to remain at rest. Okay, or continue moving at constant velocity. Pwede, unless acted by a net force. So, C, the force that pulls object toward the earth, it's hindi rin kasi gravity yan. The ability of an object to change direction, hindi rin. So, the correct answer here is letter B, the tendency of an object to remain at rest or continue moving at constant velocity unless acted upon by an outside force or a net force. Next, a car suddenly stops at a traffic light, causing the passengers to lean forward. Which law explains this situation? Yung use of seatbelts, possible ito din. Okay, A. Newton's first law of motion. B. Newton's second law of motion. C. Newton's third law of motion. Or D. The law of universal gravitation. Actually, hindi ito mga anak. Or actually rather, dito mga anak is, ang pinaka-appropriate na law is the law of inertia or the first law of motion, yung use of seatbelts. Okay. Next, according to the Newton's second law of motion, an object's acceleration depends on its, okay, nakadepende daw yung acceleration ng object saan? Color and size, net force and mass, shape and volume, temperature and pressure. Okay, it's letter B, ano, net force and mass. Kasi nga sa equation natin, force is equal to mass times acceleration. Or yun yung ating pinaka-common, ano, nakikita. So, sige, dito sa ating law of acceleration. Okay, ang nakadepende lagi ang acceleration sa net force and mass ng object. Okay, tatandaan natin. But, okay, yung relationship po ng acceleration, tatandaan natin when the net force and mass ay kakaiba because acceleration is directly proportional to the net force of the object and inversely proportional to its mass. Okay, so letter B. If the same object is pushed with twice the net force, what happens to its acceleration? Okay? Kung ang isang object daw ay tinulak with twice, okay, twice the net force, okay, dobleng puwersa, ano yung mangyayari sa acceleration? Kakasabi ko pa lang ng relationship nila. A, it decreases. B, it remains the same. C, it doubles. Or D, it becomes zero. So, pinush twice the net force. So, ang mangyayari sa acceleration, it will also doubles or will increase twice. Kasi kung ano yung mangyari sa force, yun din yung mangyari sa acceleration because they are directly proportional. Okay. Next, a student pushes two boxes with the same amount of force. One box has a greater mass than the other. Which box will have the smaller acceleration? Alin doon yung mas mabagal? Okay, mabagal or slow yung acceleration, yung mabigat na box or yung magaan na box. Okay, of course, the heavier box. Yun yung mas konti or mabagal ang acceleration because the mass affects acceleration because they are inversely proportional. Pagtaas ng mass, pagbaba ng acceleration. Kakaintindihan, they are inversely proportional. Then, Newton's law states that for every action force, there is A. An equal frictional force, a greater gravitational force, an equal and opposite reaction force, or D. A balanced net force. Siyempre, in every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. It's letter C. Which statement is the best example of Newton's third law of motion? A soccer ball rolls across the field and eventually stops. Letter B, a rocket lifts off because it pushes exhaust gases downward. Or C, a book remains at rest on a table. And D, a cyclist slows down because of air resistance. Okay, it's letter B. A rocket lifts off because it pushes exhaust gases downward. May upward force and then yung may downward force. Opposite and okay, reaction. Actually, yung book remains at rest on the table. Balance force naman siya. Pero kung ating titingnan, meron din may upward force, the normal force, and then the gravitational force. Okay. Next, pero dito kasi sa best example. So, letter B. We'll go for letter B. Okay. When a swimmer pushes water backward with their hands, what happens? The water remains still. The swimmer moves backward. C. The water pushes the swimmer forward with an equal and opposite force. Or D. Gravity pushes the swimmer upward. Okay, it's letter C. And the water pushes the swimmer forward with an equal and opposite force. Okay, kasi pag yung swimmer, pinupush niya yung water backward. Pero yung water, siya ay pinupush forward. Equal and opposite force. Okay, electric current is best defined as, ano nga yung electric current, mga anak? A movement of protons through a wire, a flow of electrons through a conductor, transfer of heat energy, or attraction between magnets. Siyempre, yun yung flow of electrons. Letter B, electric current. Yun yung kuryente na tinatawag natin, flow of electrons. Yan, which material is the best conductor of electricity? Yung kayang dumaloy ang kuryente, rubber, plastic, copper, or wood? Siyempre, metal, which is an example of metal in the choices. It's letter C because metal are good conductor of heat and electricity. Which practice demonstrates proper electrical safety? Yung safety, touching electrical switches with wet hands, pahawakan yung mga switch ng basang kamay, plugging many appliances into one outlet, sobra-sobrang pagsasaksak sa mga outlet, unplugging an appliance by holding the plug instead of pulling the cord. O, ginagawa niyo yan. Pag tayo ay hugot ng saksak, wag yung cord ang hawakan. Yung pinaka, okay, holding the plug instead the cord. Yung pinaka-plug, hawakan talaga yung ulo. Ano, hindi yung cord. Baka ginagawa niyo yan. Unsafe yun pag ginawa niyo. So, D, using a damaged extension cord o recycle pa more. So, ano yung safety yan? Letter C, ano? Unplugging an appliances by holding the plug instead of pulling the cord. Yun yung tama. Okay, for electric current to flow continuously, an electric circuit must be open, disconnected, closed, broken. Dapat po ang ating circuit para mag-continue yung flow ng electrons, dapat siya ay closed. Tama. Ano? Sino tama? Pag open kasi, okay, ano yun, ano yun yung switch naka-open. So, hindi po mag-flow ang electrons. Pero pag closed, yun, mag-flow ang electron. Why are electrical insulators such as rubber used to cover electrical wires? Bakit yung mga insulators like yung rubber pang ano natin, cover sa wire, yung kinakover na natin to increase electric current para mapataas pa yung daloy ng kuryente or yung electrons, to reduce the cost of electricity, mabawasan yung ating bayarin, bill. Okay, to prevent electric shock by stopping the flow of electricity or di to make electricity travel faster, pabilis ng pag-travel ng kuryente. Letter C, to prevent electric shock by stopping the flow of electricity. Why is it important to follow electrical safety practices at home and in school? Bakit kailangan natin ng sundin yung electrical safety? To make appliances operate more quickly, to prevent electric shock injuries and fires, to increase the amount of electricity used, to reduce the weight of electrical devices. Siyempre, kaya natin sinusunod yung electrical safety is to prevent electrical shock, injuries, and fires. Mga sunog. Ano? So, next, okay, so dito na tayo sa problem solving. So, nakadepende ito mga anak kung ang ibibigay sa inyo na teacher is may choices or without choices. Pero don't worry, okay, sa pagsusolve ng law of acceleration, three formulas lang naman yung inyong gagamitin. Yung force is equal to mass times acceleration. Acceleration is equal to force divided by mass, or mass is equal to force divided by acceleration. Or pwedeng isa lang ang mga anak ang sauluhin nyo dito, maalin dyan, and then gumamit na lang kayo ng triangle method. Mas madali pa. Okay. So first problem, a net force of 24 Newton acts on an object with a mass of 6 kilogram. What is the object's acceleration? So yung tinatanong acceleration, anong formula ang gagamitin natin dyan? Yung first, second, or third? It's yung number 2, ano, kasi acceleration is equal to force divided by mass. So substitute natin ilan yung force, 24 Newton. Yung mass, 6 kilograms. So, 24 divided by 6 is equal to, okay, 4 meter per second squared. Napakadali. Pwede itong walang choice, pwede rin choices, or pwede rin namang wala. Next, a 10-kilogram cart accelerates at 3 meter per second squared. What is the net force acting on the cart? Net force ang tinatanong. So dito, it's number 1, ano, yung formula number 1. Force is equal to mass times acceleration. Magta-times lang. Ano ang mass? 10 kilogram. Ano yung acceleration? 3 meter per second. So 10 times 3 is equal to 30 Newton. The unit of force is Newton. Tatandaan. Okay, next, a 45 Newton net force is applied to a 9 kilogram box. What is the box acceleration? Acceleration naman, ano yung formula? Ano po yung pangalawa, no? Acceleration is equal to force divided by mass. Ano ang force? 45 Newton. Ano yung mass? 9 kilogram. So, 45 divided by 9 is equal to letter C, 5 meter per second squared. That's the value of acceleration. Next, a net force of 48 Newton causes an object to accelerate at 6 meter per second squared. What is the mass or what is the object's mass? Yung mass naman ang tinatanong, anong formula? Yung pa, ngatlo. Mass is equal to force divided by acceleration. Substitute natin. Ano yung force? 48 Newton. Ano ang acceleration? 6 meter per second squared. So, 48 Newton divided by 6 meter per second squared is equal to 8 kilogram, the unit for mass. Okay. Next, a 15 kilogram object accelerates at 2 meter per second squared. What is the net force acting on the object? Net force naman, anong formula? Okay, yung una ano, force is equal to mass times acceleration. Let's substitute. Mass is 15 kilogram. Ano naman ang acceleration? 2 meter per second squared. So, 15 times 2 is equal to 30 Newton. Okay. So, thank you so much, grade 9. And I hope na yung mga na-review natin lumabas sa exam. Thank you.